Okay, welcome to our team call. Today is July 25th, 2017. We have our guest speaker of Westland tonight. Team Bold Fitness News. Let's see if there's anything. Team Cup is coming. Woo! Team Cup. Okay, so Team Cup is this awesome thing that Beachbody puts together for incentives, because those of us who like to work to earn things, this is a great way to motivate yourself. Not everybody likes to earn t-shirts or, you know, backpacks or stuff like that, but if you do, this is like right up your alley. So Team Cup happens twice a year, and it always happens the month after Summit, because we all go to Summit and we all get all this awesome information, and they launch new products and we're feeling super motivated. And so they set you up for a Team Cup so you can use that motivation for something. And then also Team Cup is always in February, because January happens and it's super exciting because it's the new year, everyone has new goals, and then they do it in February as well. And it just keeps it rolling. So in Team Cup, you go together in groups of 5 people, and you earn points for if you earn a Success Club point, if you sign a coach, if your coach does something well. I think that's it. Those are the ways to earn points. But then they tally up all the points, and as a team you try to earn all these points, and then you get a chance to go to LA and win. Or I'm pretty sure if you make Success Club, you get a t-shirt. There's swag. Brenda knows all about it. She's like the swag girl. So that's happening. Also, buy your ticket for Summit. I'm pretty sure they could still have the $150 sale going on. Or did it go away? Well, it said it went away, but I fell asleep and then bought it the next day, and it was still $145. So sometimes they tell you that the sale's over, and then they like keep it for a couple days. So try it. Even if it's not, the price will not go back down. They never do like a Summit sale. So you might as well just buy it now and book your calendar for next year so that you're going, so that we can get a big house and just do it all together and like party hard all weekend. When I say party hard, I mean like medium hard, because you have to get up for 6 a.m. workouts. But I think that is it on my end. So I'm going to mute myself and unmute Westland.
Me? Can you hear me? Okay, so I'm Westland, for those of you who don't know me. And today we're going to talk about 6 things that could be holding you back in your business. So this can apply to people who are just starting, and maybe they're not holding you back, but they're things to focus on in starting. And maybe you're at a different high or low in your business, and you want an extra boost or points to focus on so that it can grow. So that's what we're going to talk about today. I have some examples in there of different things that I'm talking about. When I do the shared screen, do I see the chat like to answer questions, or should we wait till the end?
I don't think you can see the chat.
Okay.
But if anything super important comes up, I will stop you.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to share the screen so you guys can see my little slideshow and follow along. Can you guys see that okay? Kind of, sort of. If I do this, is that helpful? Still can see it okay? Okay, great. All right, so a couple of these things are gonna be just technical things that you can do to focus and implement into your business that can help it grow. And a couple of them are gonna be deeper. They're gonna be an opportunity for each of us to kind of look at yourself and the things that you're doing or not doing yourself that contribute to the success of your business. So I just want everyone to go into this, be super open-minded, and be ready to move forward with a new mindset after we talk about some of this stuff. So the number one thing that could be holding you back in your business is a loss for passion in your own journey. So where I want to start with this is your own fitness, nutrition, personal development goals. that connection is really what's going to bleed through your conversations, your invites, your posts, your combating objections. If you're super passionate about whatever your goals are, if you have laser focus on the things that you're doing, it's going to be so much easier and exciting to talk about these things with your friends, your family, strangers. So I want just to really think about specific goals. So the more specific you are, the easier it is to meet those goals. So instead of this idea of I want something, it's I will. So setting goals that are, instead of I want to be consistent with reading my personal development, it's I want to read 15 minutes every morning while I'm getting ready, or listen to 15 minutes while I'm getting ready for work, or while I'm in the shower, while I'm driving to the grocery store, and be specific. So when that time comes, you're ready to jump in full steam ahead with whatever the nutrition part, the fitness, and the personal development. So same thing with your business, having very specific goals. Not I'm going to reach out to tons of people today. I'm going to reach out to how many people. So it's easy to have success. It's easy to find wins when you set specific goals. Consistency and accountability. So who keeps you accountable on a day-to-day? If there's not that accountability, it's very difficult to have consistency. I mean, we're all joining Beachbody because we want a certain amount of accountability. So as a coach, you feel like you're kind of the last line of defense for your team. But you have to find constant accountability for yourself too. So if you want, you can kind of create a small incentives program for yourself. If I stick to these goals, then I'll get a manicure, then I'll get a pedicure, whatever that is, to help you say, if I hit my goals, I'm accountable to something bigger too. And that keeps pushing and keeps it exciting for yourself, besides the fact that you're just growing your business, you're getting in better shape, you're happier and healthier by meeting your goals. So the last big one that's on here is, where does confidence come from? So talking about having passion for your journey comes from being confident in your journey. And when you talk about confidence, that really comes from your own idea and perception of what your abilities are. So as you're consistent every day, you're getting results, you're feeling better, you have more energy, you're going to be more confident. And that's going to come through in your conversations and help you grow your business. So I'm going to have you guys kind of compare in the next couple slides, you know, the difference between using your words to inspire versus using your actions. So here's an example of inspiring with your words. So you have some kind of picture posted on your social media about Shakeology. It's you drinking Shakeology. It's a picture of Shakeology. And then it says, Shakeology is the most amazing product. It is jam-packed with superfoods, vitamins, minerals, even helps curb cravings to help make healthy choices for the rest of the day. I'm already down 10 pounds and you can do it too. Hashtag it's on the go. Hashtag milkshake for breakfast. Hashtag so much more than protein. Like, this is pretty inspiring and informational, talking about Shakeology. But let's talk about inspiring with your actions. So you have some kind of transformation photo of you. This is coming, you have passion for your own journey, so you're having a transformation. Then you have something like, you know, silence the voice inside your mind telling you it's not possible, telling you it's too hard. Silence the incessant whisper disguised as your own, telling you you're not worth it. Make the choice to bet on you, believe you can, and you will. Now people are like, what the hell is this girl doing? Look at this transformation photo, and I can do it too, and I believe her. So that comes naturally. Those questions start coming, the curiosity is piqued, and there's inspiration based on your own connection with your own transformation and not the product per se. So that's just a little example. None of the examples are real. I don't want there to be a comparison. about somebody's Facebook post for somebody else's. So these are all just made up, just to give you guys kind of an idea of, in comparison, comparing some of the things that could be okay versus the things that could grow your business. So the second thing is that could be holding you back in your business is a disconnect from the Team Beachbody origin. So this is a big one, especially if you're new. Maybe some people don't even know where Team Beachbody kind of started, and maybe it's just a reconnection if you've been in the business for a little bit. But I'll give you kind of the background of where it started. So it did not start from a place of wanting to make money, or even be doing these incentive programs, changing people's lives financially. I mean, there was just not this motivation of the business side. So what happened was Carl Deichler and John Comden, they were like infomercial pros, and they kind of teamed up with Tony Horton, who's the P90X guy, and they did their first like low budget fitness program. It was like the first version of P90X. Like they were on a beach somewhere illegally videoing like P90X, you know, the first version. And they did it, and they sold tons on infomercials. And as they started kind of reaching out to their customers and asking them how they were doing, their number one feedback response was that they wanted more help. It was at-home workouts, and they wanted some accountability. They wanted somebody to ask questions to. They needed help staying motivated at home. And so in listening, same as this company does time and time again, is they fix the problem. So they created a message board to connect people who had already completed the program and people who were just starting, and allowed them an open forum to talk to each other, inspire each other, answer any questions. And what they found was the results were night and day different. They had so many more people that were finishing the program from the start to finish, and were getting better results. So of course they realized, oh my gosh, all these coaches now are doing this on their free time, just from their hearts, wanting to help people, being passionate about the fact that this program works. These products work. So they created a compensation plan and were able to let people make money just on a small scale for helping facilitate this message board. So if you take this mindset and this heart into your conversations and into the business, that's going to come through in your intentions. So when you're like, I don't want to reach out to people because I don't want to be salesy, I don't want to reach out to people because I don't want to get the rejection. If this is in your heart, that this is an opportunity to really just share your story, how it's changing your life, and really the basis of why the business is so amazing, to not only help keep you accountable, but to bring people along with you. That's exactly where it started, and that's what it will always be. The most successful people will be in connection with this in their conversations. So the founded idea of Team Beachbody is that the product works, and we're here to help guide and motivate and inspire people to get their best results. All the other stuff will take care of itself. The business side will continue to grow as this continues to grow. So I hope that makes sense for you guys. Reason number 3 is, this is a biggie that I think an identity crisis is. It can be both individual and in your business or your brand, is having a misguided idea of who you are and who your business is. So as Beachbody coaches, we all have similarities. So what are our similarities? We're online health and fitness coaches. We love the products. We use the workouts. We drink Shakeology. We all want to help people. That's all similar. So we all look alike. We're robots and those things. But what are we different with? This is where your identity really starts to form, is understanding, you know, what in your fitness journey, in your weight loss ups and downs, and your life experiences in losing weight, getting in great shape, always, gaining back whatever your story is, understanding what are your differences. So were you a picky eater? Are you an army wife? Are you an ex-athlete? Like, these are things that make me different. So that's where my identity begins, is with those things. So embracing that unique story. I think that one of the most important things that you can do is define what are your struggles, your weaknesses, your failures. Like, if you're somebody who has started and failed at multiple programs, that's a great place to start and say, wow, I have been trying so hard to find something that has worked for me, and I never have until now. What an amazing thing to overcome. So identifying what your weaknesses are and make those your strengths. So in my experience, I'm a super picky eater, always have been, and I'm a soda drinker, and I don't like vegetables. Like, I'm like the worst person to coach on nutrition. So what my goals are to make that my strength. Know that with each person that I'm talking to, that I'm going to continue to attract to my team myself. And what kind of coach am I if I'm attracting myself and I can't help me with the nutrition? So to take your weaknesses and every day be battling with yourself, what can I do to make this better? What can I do to have a win every single day with my weakness, so that you can turn that around into a teaching point for your team? That's how you identify your identity and you attract your tribe, because now you're the strongest person on your team in a team full of weaknesses that used to be you. So here's kind of a little another example of kind of our differences and how we can choose to lead with our differences and inspire with our differences versus our similarities. So here's an example of, like, you post something with the containers, the nutrition part. Busy mom plus eating healthy equals nightmare. But tonight I made a crock pot meal with chicken and veggies to make things easy, yummy, and nutritious for the whole family. Hashtag 21 day fix approved. Hashtag mom win. This is cool. This is a cool post. But once again, we're moms. We're trying to eat healthy. This is what we're doing. Hashtag 21 day fix approved. Who knows what that means at times? Verse leading with a difference. So this is just a difference of mine, where I post my daughter, make the connection with my military moms and say, living Army strong means busy days, lonely nights, and distance apart. After almost 2 years as a military family, we have made packed lunches, small non-perishable snacks, and eating on the go a new religion. So this is a way to draw and attract, leading with what makes me different. Why am I a good candidate to be on my team specifically? Because I have experience with living this life. So if that connects to you, I'm a good coach for you. So this is how to break up an identity crisis. This is how to set yourself apart from your fellow coaches and other options for people to get fit. So are we ready? Number 4. So that's kind of the deep stuff, okay? That's kind of the gut check. Let's talk about, those were the things that are kind of what you can go be introspective to yourself. Spend a little time thinking about what's your identity. Spend a little bit of time thinking about what your differences are, reconnecting to your own journey. So here's some more technical things. Putting out valuable content. So this idea of go viral. People are so want to go viral, want to put out the new thing that's just all over everyone's social media, 4,000 likes, whatever. This actually stands for something. So V stands for valuable. So you want every piece of content that you put out there to be valuable, to be worth something, where people have to stop and read it because it's having an impact. I is inspirational. You want this to create some kind of emotion for people as they're scrolling through lightning speed, full of all of this, everybody's like on Snapchat and you're just like going so fast now, even on 10-second videos. Like to make people stop, you have to create an emotion. So you want it to be inspiring. R, you want to be relatable and relevant. So relevant things for our business are constantly changing, but it always ties back into Beachbody without screaming Beachbody, Beachbody, I'm selling you something from Beachbody, but it's relatable. A is authentic. This is when you are connected to your identity, you're connected to your own journey, and so you're able to put out content that's super authentic to you. And L, it looks good. You know, they're scrolling through, people are like, oh my gosh, that's, you know, just good quality. It looks great. It's attractive to the eye. It makes people want to take a second glance. Now they're on your profile looking at all your pics. Be a thought leader. So how you be a thought leader. This is an important idea because we all have those people that we read stuff and we're just so inspired. How do I become that person? How do I create an original thought and inspire others? You know, that's a difficult thing to do. So where this comes from is being engaged in your life, in your moments, whether it's your personal development, whether it's your family, whether it's your social media, you see time hop that comes up from your past, and allow those moments to fill you up and turn that into power and emotion and trigger value in your life. Be open to those moments so that when something happens, it's not just another moment. You take those inspirational moments that are happening every single day and you allow that to transfer into your content and connect with other people who are having those same moments but are missing how inspirational they can be. So it's just practice of continuing to push yourself into what's your thought process, you know, how engaged are you in the moments you're watching your kids play, and letting moments fill you up, letting inspiration fill you up, and reflecting on the past, looking forward to the future, and really evaluating constantly in those moments on how can I take this moment where I'm feeling something and transition it and make it go viral, make it valuable, make it inspirational, make it relevant, make it authentic, and make it look good for my tribe to pick up on. So post with a purpose. This is our social media. Everything you put out there should be with a purpose. So if you're sharing something, whatever it is, there should be something in your mind as a businesswoman that is saying, this is for a specific reason. Like no fluff. Like you don't want fluff so people just get in the mode of when they see your stuff, it's just like, hey, same old, same old. You want to post with a purpose, with a specific intention of creating a specific emotion. And then evaluate yourself. Don't be afraid to go look back at your social media or your last 3 or 5 posts and see, what am I talking about? You know, what's the reaction? And that's important to do just in general to evaluate ourselves in this business. All right, number 5, resourcefulness. Resourcefulness. This is a big one in this business to overcome adversity and obstacles. So I heard this quote, and it's came from this personal development book, and it said, if you collected all the wealth in the world and redistributed it amongst the nation equally, the top 1% would still find their way to the top due to resourcefulness. So nobody knows all the answers to this business, but the people who find success and continue to find success in this business are people who find the answers for themselves. So if you reach out to your coach and you go, you know, how much does this cost, or how many, you know, what team volume am I going to have for this? And you have the opportunity to go look for yourself. then you're going to find more success in this business. Be that person that takes ownership of your own business and finds the resources when they're needed. And that's going to connect with you even more. I know for me, when I go and I find an answer for myself, it's going to stick. First, when I ask someone about it, it's a 50-50 chance. If somebody's just telling, oh yeah, it was 50. Versus if I have to go hunt and I find the answer, that's going to stick with me. So be a resourceful person and watch your business just grow. Now you're the professional. You're the person people are coming to with the questions, not you're always on the reactive side of things. Well, let me ask. Well, let me ask. Well, let me ask. Be the coach you want to recruit. So understanding that when you're coaching different coaches, it can be frustrating and difficult at times because you want your coaches to take it upon themselves to be hungry for information and knowledge and tips and tricks on how to be successful. So be that person yourself, and your coaches will follow you. Be proactive and eliminate excuses. So these ones are pretty self-explanatory, but are probably two of the harder ones to do. So procrastination, it's not going to work in this business. You're not going to find that momentum that you're looking for. And excuses, I'm tired, my kids, my this, my that. Those are all things that all of us have in common. And by eliminating those, you open up this huge window of possibility for yourself, not only with your own transformation, once it's no longer an excuse to not wake up, to not stay up a little bit later, to not work out with your kids, to not eat the chicken nuggets left over that are on your kids' plate, whatever the excuses are that have been holding you back until this point, if those are gone, now you have this endless amount of opportunity to take advantage of Beachbody and everything it offers. And the last thing is treat your business like a business. This is my favorite thing about Beachbody, and I was just talking about it today with Sam. I love the fact that you can be your own boss, but it's kind of a mind shift that has to happen. When you're used to being on an assembly line and working for someone else and asking for permission and working underneath a system, it's very difficult to truly have freedom to do what you want to do and to not fall under those same habits of holding back and reserving your own creativity, your own inspiration, your own excitement and drive and action towards the future. So this can be as fast or as slow as you want this business, but you have to treat the business like you're the CEO, like you're the business owner. So part of that is valuing others, your time and others. So being on time, knowing when you get on a call with someone that everybody has a life outside of the business, and you want to show them, I get that. I'm here for you as a business person, even if we're friends, even if we're sisters, even if we're related and neighbors live right next door to each other. If we have 15 minutes to talk about the business, we put those hats on that we're business women and we're going to value each other's time. This second one is huge. Are your actions matching your aspirations? So if you say, I just want to make X amount of money with this, I just want to help X amount of people, I just want the accountability for myself, that is totally great. But then what a disappointment if you're not growing the business, you're not hitting these different ranks, you're not making these bonuses, then you're like, hey, why is nobody coming to my business wanting to grow the business and be super enthusiastic about being in the Millionaires Club? Well, there's a disconnect there. If you're saying, I want to grow this business, I want this to fully replace my full-time job, then your actions have to match that. You have to be able to say, if this was my regular job, would I be rocking it? Would my boss be asking, promoting me? Like, if you want to make 6 figures, would you be prepared with the effort that you're doing today to go into your boss and ask for 6 figures? If not, then the actions and the aspirations aren't matching, and that could be what's holding you back in your business. So you have to evaluate one of those. Say, no, I do want to make this my full-time job. Then you have to adjust your actions. If you say, no, I've been saying that, but really I just want to make an extra couple $100 a month and have that accountability to get in great shape, then you just change your aspirations. That goal just shifts. So your actions and your aspirations match. Then you can get excited about the wins. It's not a disappointment one way or the other. And the last one is your mindset. So this is really about that shift that I was talking about at the beginning of when you're your own boss, you have creative freedom, you have responsibility, you can work from home, you can make as much as you want, but then it's all on you. So whatever you believe that this business can be for you, you're right. If you think it's a side hustle, you're right. If you think that you can make this business full-time, support your family, take vacations once a month, you're right too. So it's just about constantly being open and coachable to yourself. Saying, I'm not perfect. I don't have all the answers. Even when I have a lot of answers, I don't have them, and I need to be open to learning more, being hungry for more, evaluating myself more, and using those things that you're learning every day about yourself to help train your team. So that is the 6 things that could be holding you back in your business that I have for you. Really, guys, the common denominator here is, can you guys see me again? The common denominator is you, or us, all of us. It's looking in the mirror and saying, I have the potential to grow my business exponentially or hurt my business. And the moment that there's a disconnect from yourself, from what you're doing, why you're doing it, and where you want to go, is the moment that your business starts to flatline and that plateau happens. So continue to grow, continue to reevaluate your goals, reevaluate your time, what you're doing each day. And that's going to be with the hard stuff. That's going to be, the more you dig into yourself, the more you're going to grow. What are you taking a picture of me? Don't take a picture. So if there's questions, of course, come with them. Should I unmute? But that's really all I have.
You're amazing.
Oh my gosh.
That was so good. I didn't mean to send you my notes in the middle of it, but I wanted you to know my favorite parts, so I sent them to you. But I think you got them when you were talking, so I apologize.
Okay.
All of it was so good. I'm so glad we recorded it. Does anyone have any questions, comments, or concerns?
Not about that. I ended up looking up the summit thing. There actually did something that didn't do when they originally released the tickets. So there was that $145 price that's no longer available, and it went from there to $195, and then it was supposed to go $295, but they have one right now for $175.
Oh,
Still a killer deal. So I would definitely jump on that. So there is still time to buy tickets at a huge discounted rate. So
good.
Or Melissa, you can just earn your ticket for free first 3 months.
Melissa can earn her ticket for free the first 3 months of her business.
Do it, girl.
Then we'll talk about all that, right?
Yes. Yep. Nope. Just figured out. I'm just kidding. Yes. Yes. We'll give you a call. After this, we're gonna schedule our call. Yes. There were so many good nuggets. I hope you guys know that you can go back and watch that, because that was a lot of really, really great information. And it's good sometimes to have a gut check and to remind yourself everything that Wesleyan said, like, just that it's not It's just about sharing our journey and being passionate about our own transformation. And so in those moments where we're like, I don't want to sound salesy, I don't want to sound gross. If you are truly working out and trying to improve yourself nutritionally or whatever, and you get results, even if they're this big, because nobody wants to see the cover photo model, on Facebook. We're bored with that in this society. We want to see real now. People want to see real. That's why we have features like Live and Snapchat, because people want to see what you're really doing, not what you Photoshop. And when you really get these results, it's just like if you really loved a movie and you say, hey, you should go see that movie. Or you want to go see this movie? It was really great. I loved it. And someone can say, you know what? I don't really want to go to that movie. You're like, that's cool. We're still friends. Do you want to join this little challenge group I'm doing because I've gotten amazing results? No, I don't want to do it. Okay, that's cool. We're still friends. It's the same thing. So when you have, just like Weston said, when you have that passion in your heart, it doesn't feel weird. It's the procrastination and the excuses and all that feels weird, that stops you from doing what you need to do and totally scrolling or doing Netflix, because I'm guilty of that too sometimes. So
and I think sometimes as a new coach, it's so hard to know what content do I put up? How do I inspire people to join me and it's not awkward? So when you're genuinely every day doing it, it comes more naturally. You're just like, hey girl, I know you see that I lost 5 pounds this month. I know you see the fact that I'm putting in the work. So there's that trust. There's built-in trust that's constantly happening, that if I'm going to call you my coach, you're the person who's helping lead me, then I know that you're living it. You're breathing it. I can come to you for help and inspiration and advice because you're about it. Not because you're perfect, but you every single day are eating that frog, are taking it on, are overcoming your own demons, which we're all doing. So as you do it, then you have confidence to say, I can help you. If you join this challenge group, I can help you overcome your demons because I'm doing it every single day. And here are some of the things that you can do and so you don't have to know anything coming into this business. You just have to be open to battling those internal struggles that we all go through and being open to sharing that with others authentically with whatever those things are. So nobody wants to be salesy, nobody wants that. But that confidence of saying, this is legit, this is genuine, this is just coming from a good place, comes from the confidence of doing it yourself and living and breathing it every day. Then it's not awkward. Then you're like, it's fine. I'll go help 10 other people, and people will continue to watch and realize, wow, she's still doing it a year later. Wow, if I would have just started last year, I can't believe where I would have been. So anyway, just to piggyback on you piggybacking.
Well, we're just gonna mic drop that, and I'm gonna stop the recording.